So line 19 in our book is called Easy Street, but it's not necessarily easy because we're adding a new note. Now, it's not a super hard note. There's nothing really that different about it, except it's an F. We have one more note we're gonna add. So if you look up here on my staff that I already have drawn on the board, we have C on the low line, D like we talked about on the space, and E on the line. I'm gonna make room for one more. That F is just the bottom space. And that makes our F for both the clarinet and the trumpet. So for the trumpet, it's going to be fast air because it's going to be the highest note we know. For the clarinet, instead of holding down any fingers on the front, for F, you literally just cover the hole on the back with your thumb. So then you want to make sure the instrument's set up properly in your mouth because when you take away fingers, it gets unstable. So you want to keep it in your mouth. And then you're just covering the hole. Now, my fingers right now are far away from the instrument to show you, but when you actually play, you want them to just hover above the instrument. So this is what it would properly look like to play an F. Let me angle it down just a little bit. It would look like this. It almost looks like my fingers are covering holes, but if you see, they're slightly above. But I'm only pushing down and covering this back one for the F. And for the clarinet, it sounds like this. Notice my fingers are away. Don't let yours hover that far. Keep them right above those notes. And for the trumpet, sorry, I got to set my clarinet down. It's going to be just our first finger, but we're going to use that fast air, and it's going to sound like this. And if you practice trumpets going from C, D, E up to F, you should hear that air go from slower to faster so that you're nice and firm here for that high F. This is what that sounds like if I walk this backwards from C, D, E to F. This is nice and firm to get that F to come out. So that's our new note on line 19, Easy Street. Have fun with that one. So you could probably see on my book here, this is actually a student's book that I grabbed to show you. In class, I was having kids on line 19, because we're adding a new one, I was having them write in the letter names above each note to help them remember. This student made some mistakes, so I made sure he used a pencil so he could erase them. I erased them to show you. But something that might help you is just to, on your book with a pencil, go through and label the notes. And what you'll find on 19 is that we start with F, it drops to an E, then we go F, E, F, E, E, D, E, F. Here's another F, a lot of that new note in here. F, E, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, F, F. And honestly, before you even play the line, I would try saying the letter names while you're tapping your foot, kind of like I just did. But just to show you, I'll count the first two measures for you in time. And it should sound like this. F, E, F, E, F. But if you can kind of say the letters in time, that'll help you with memorizing those fingerings. That's line 19. Sorry for the slightly shaky camera there. So if you've already mastered line 19, you can keep going in the video here now. If you haven't, don't worry about it yet. It's not a requirement right now that you master 19. But if you have, Country Walk is still using those same four notes. We've added that new F in, but it just is giving you more different combinations, and you're playing every two measures and then sneaking in a breath at the end of each two bars. And then two more measures of different notes, sneaking in a breath. Two more measures, sneaking in a breath. And if your foot tap keeps going the whole time, it should be a constant rhythm. Now I'm going to show you a video of me playing Country Walk. Here's line 20, Country Walk on the clarinet. If you haven't got through the other lines, don't attempt this one yet because they get a little bit harder each time. 1, 2, here I go. Breathe. 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 And that last note is long. It lasts for 4 whole counts. So if you're ready for it, try Country Walk. If you're not ready for it, keep doing those old lines, okay?